beautiful. Keep your head up, it don't matter. Don't be discouraged, it don't matter. Let the world know that it don't matter. Be your own kind of beautiful. Cause he is so beautiful, plus size is so wonderful. Being thick has benefits, I'm not your ordinary cheek. I've got a lot of love to share with little short and nappy hair. Taking time to let you know I'm my own kind of beautiful. So think it's your sexy girl. Don't just be ashamed. You're so beautiful.
Hey everybody, this is Jamila J. Welcome to Jamila J. Girls Talk. And I have my co-host, Chuck. Wait a minute, stop. Is it DJ Chuck B now?
Nah, not just well. Today is Charles Brakely. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, I got a couple of others. But today we're gonna go with Charles Brakely.
All right, my host is Mr. Charles Brinkley, aka Chuck B, DJ
Yeah,
Chuck B, on the ones and the twos. Okay?
Yes, indeed.
Hey,
Yes,
Slay, how you doing?
Slay.
Hey, I'm sorry. I was looking down. I was sharing it. I'm sorry. Hey, how's everybody doing?
Okay.
Good to be back, guys.
We doing great. We doing
Good.
great.
Welcome home.
Yes,
Welcome
yes.
home. Welcome home.
That's right. That's right.
We missed you. We
I
missed
miss
you.
guys too.
Mhm.
Yeah. And we have our special guest, Delequa. Is that
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, you said it right.
Delequa. So,
What's going on now?
hey.
Thank you.
So before we get started, I just want to just throw a couple of things out. I ask people how they're doing in the pandemic. You're doing good. Y'all look good. So I know you guys are doing good. But what is one lesson you've learned from the COVID, the pandemic, being quarantined? What lesson have you learned, Susie?
Well, I've learned that the COVID is very, very serious. It's so serious. Like my whole family had it except for me and my husband. And it really tears your system down if you don't do right, if you don't sanitize, if you don't take your medicines and listen to what they're saying all over the news. This COVID is very, very serious and it's so stressful and it's just a painful situation your family goes through. It's serious. People that need to take it more serious and start wearing their masks and doing what they say about the social distancing and things like that.
Yeah. What about you, Chuck B? I mean, Charles.
You call me whatever. You know, you good. You good, Jamila. You know, me, it taught me to, you know, appreciate, you know, like everything you thought was important is really not that important. You understand what I'm saying? Like your work life, get in touch with your family who you haven't contacted in a while. You know, settle down and start loving yourself more. You know, work out more. Have got me to, you know, really be a workout guru. I constantly work out constantly and do what I got to do. I'm constantly touching base with all my family members that I haven't touched in a while. And just to stay focused on stuff that's important. Money's not important. I mean, it's important to live and all that. And it's great. You know, your job is great and all that to have. But at the end of the day, you have yourself, your family, and your loved friends. You know, when I say friends, they're all family too. You know what I mean? So again, you know, it taught me to settle down and just don't sweat the small stuff. Everything can happen. And like I said, you know, it's about loving yourself, loving your family, because like I said, life is short. And then they put this in the mix with COVID and it's chopping people off left and right. He's knocking them off. So again, you know, it taught me everything I thought was important is not that important. So
yeah,
right.
Yeah. Okay, Delequa.
It's to me, it's the universal picture of love that I see, because if you look at the numbers, it's what 1.5 million people worldwide that have, unfortunately lost their lives to the coronavirus, and over 3 million people have been sick of it, around the world. So that speaks volumes. That's something that we can't touch. We can touch us, we can't touch it has disrupted the entire globe. And it didn't care who you are or who you were. It killed people of all ages, nationalities, genders, all kinds of everything. It didn't matter who you were, had no respect for person. So it definitely makes you want to, in your mind, like, let me practice love as much as I can.
Yeah.
We live in, where everybody's not the same, but in this instant, it showed us that we are all humans. As long as we all breathe,
Yeah, that's fantastic. It's so much that I've learned, and I get into fear. So I have to fight my fear. I have to do other things to panic and stop watching CNN and just conquer my fears, because I don't even want to go out. I don't even want to be around nobody, especially in California. It's really, really bad now. So one thing, and then it's kind of like you make yourself sick. Oh, I got a temperature, I'm, having hot flashes. So, I'm learning how to conquer my fear. And then when I get in my head too much, what do? I got to play some music. I mean, yesterday, Chuck, I played our dance party over and over, because that made me feel good. That made me feel happy. That made me feel like, it's going to be okay. So, and then another thing too, is these existing conditions, the diabetes, the high blood pressure, the high cholesterol, those are the people that are getting taken out. So even like if you're pre-diabetic, I got to start eating right. I got to start walking. I got to start, I do things, little things, but now I have to really just guard my health. You have to guard your health and take care of your health and not take anything for granted. So I appreciate everybody comments. So let's go on to our special guest, Delequa. Where were you born and where do you live now?
I was born in Hagerstown, Maryland, actually, close to like DC and all that area, different parts of Maryland. And I live in northeastern region of the East Coast.
Okay.
Outside of Philadelphia.
Okay. That's where you live now.
I do, yeah.
Yes. And so Chuck told me a little bit about you. He said you were a model, you're an actress, you're a singer. I saw you on stage. I know you sing, you do a little rap. Am I correct?
Rap? No, I wouldn't call it a rapper. I'm not. A lot of people think
Not
that.
a rapper, but just a little bit
my new
of
single. People, my new single has a lot of heavy hip hop tones to it. One of my latest singles, "Bad," which is available everywhere, but I'm sure we'll get to that. But
Okay.
That song has a hip hop edge to it. It was just a different sound for me. But I do all styles of music. But music is my main thing. Is my focus, especially right now in this moment.
Okay. Chuck?
Indeed.
Now, when I first saw you, it was on stage and you were doing your thing as far as acting, and you did a hell of a job. I can't remember and I'm so mad I can't remember the darn play right now, but it'll come to me afterwards. But you did an amazing job. What was that called?
No Sunshine. I think
there it is. Yeah, No Sunshine. And my cousin Mark, well, my son's their cousin. Well, I guess we all cousins. So he called me. He told me about it because he was in the play, and I came and saw it, and y'all did a hell of a job. So you're very multifaceted. I mean, like I said, you act, sing. You know what I mean. You model. You do it all. So what do you enjoy the most? Now, recently I've seen you on stage, really going. You doing your thing. But what do you enjoy the most as far as singing, acting, and modeling? What you like doing the best?
Music. I love being on stage.
Right.
Stage is where I'm free. It's my safe haven. It's my solitude. It's just something when I get to I'm on stage and I see people and they're smiling, they're encouraged. You can see, I'm a little sensitive to emotions with people. So I can kind of tell, I'm like, oh, good. You can tell when people maybe their frowns were turned upside down, whatever the case may be. I just love to bring joy to people in that moment that they're able to get joy. That's why I love being on the stage. It's fun and it's free.
Yeah, you know what? And I could tell, like I said, when I see some of your performances online and stuff of that nature, your energy is excellent. I mean, when I'm talking about, when I say quality, as far as, you know, shows, I mean, real live instruments, you know what I'm saying? Production is off the chain. I mean, the lights are off the chain. Like, this is like top notch. There's not no, oh, he's at the club looking, you know, my man got on a, you know, cell phone. This is like top of the line. Like, when you see a show, Delequa gives a show, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So, you know, I appreciate, I mean, I enjoy it when I see it. It's just crazy. Like, the people, they love you out there. You know what I'm saying? I seen them, how they respond to you, how they, you know, like you said, you turn those frowns upside down and, you know, they go crazy, you know, and it's like, wow, you know. So I want to know, who are your influences? And I think I know, but I'm going to ask you anyway, but who are your influences?
Whitney Houston, Toni Braxton. Is it? Oh, I am forgetting the greatest artist of all time. I'm so sorry, Beyonce. So yeah, you know, she is my favorite. Literally, she is my favorite. But I love everyone. I'm a big Destiny's Child fan first, so I'll say that. I'm a Destiny's Child fan first. But watching Beyonce has definitely inspired me beyond measure. You know, so I'm grateful to live in a world where we get Beyonce.
Tell us about your life growing up. Is Maryland?
Yeah, I grew up in Maryland, very small country old county called Cecil County. I grew up really nice. I gotta say, like, material wise, like, always had a roof over my head. My parents, beautiful people, you know, raised in a Christian home. My parents still together to this day in their 40s, you know, 40 years of being together.
Wow.
Grew up in the church, and I was grateful for that foundation. Been through that journey and in and out of church, and just, you know, it was a small, not really diverse area. It was very kind of conservative. Say, you know, black people did this, the white folk did that, you know, and that's just really what it was. You know, it was what, early 90s, you know, when I grew up. So, I mean, I had a good time. I'm grateful for all that I had growing up. I can definitely say that.
So was that your first singing experience in the church?
Yes. I started singing in the church. There was a song, my cousins laugh at it a lot because my father would always make me get up there and sing it in church, and always have to be the background, and he was just a trip when he would sing it. So I hear it now. I hear my big sister singing it now because she always does it. It's hilarious. But yeah, I started at the church, and I did a few plays and stuff in school as well. I was in the choir every year in school. I did the all-state choir, all-county choir. Didn't show up for rehearsals.
Wow.
But yeah, so music has been a part of me my entire life.
Okay. Hey, we got some people out there that want to say something, so we're going to give them an opportunity right now, because they always, you know, I like to get my people involved. So here we go. Boom. William Dickinson, my partner in crime, DJ Chuck B. What's going on, Will? How you doing, brother? And Sky Darling says,
Hey,
hello.
Sky.
What's going on, Sky? She says, welcome home. She's talking to Susie. You know what I'm saying? And we got Will again. He says, hello, fam. Feel good talk. Yes, indeed.
Hey,
We here. And Susie, hey, everyone. Well, there she is right there. But Breon Nicholson, what's up, y'all? What's going on, Breon? Thanks for tuning in, man. He's always here with us. We appreciate it. Scott Dolan says, patience, thinking smarter, and loving life. She was talking about, you know, what have we learned in this pandemic. We also have Scott Dolan says, hello, Queen. So she's here to shout all the queens on the show. And Kendra Moore, hi. What's up, Kendra? If you haven't heard about Kendra, check her out. She's a part of Feel Good Talk family now. She's a essential oils coach. Check her out on Wednesdays right here on Feel Good Talk Mind, Body, Soul, and Business at 9 if you want to learn about essential oils. She has an essential oil every week, the essential oil of the week. Okay, there you go.
Wow.
So check her out. Last week it was lavender. I don't know what she got going on this week. Tune in to find out. Karen Dickerson says, Brown says, good afternoon. What's up, Karen? How you doing? Thanks for tuning in. Izzy, my other partner, crime.
Hey, Izzy.
What's going on, Izzy? And Scott Dolan says, what type of character do you prefer to perform in terms of acting? Which character is very challenging to betray? That's a good question.
That's a good question. I'm trying to share this so I can do this. I forgot to share it. Y'all charge it to my mind and not my heart.
Okay.
But no, when it comes to acting, anything that's not like me. So, with going back to where you saw me in the play, I was playing a pastor that was that pastor had a lot going on. And it was definitely uncomfortable because I had to kind of deal with some personal things I've kind of dealt with in life, you know what I mean? Not to really go down that road, but had to, access some darker places of myself and of life to, kind of get that character under pack. So I love playing anything that's opposite of me, but I also love playing, extra flamboyant characters, like playing the Wizard in The Wiz was so much fun. I did that in Philly, and that was a lot of fun. So I just acting is fun. I love that.
Awesome. Yeah, and like I said, he played a hell of a part with that preacher too. It was excellent work there. And Karen comes back and says, "Love the name Delequa. You're beautiful. Have to listen to your music." So, and we'll have all of that available for you before the show's out. Where you can find Delequa and stuff of that nature. So. And if you do have something to share, Delequa, you can. I can actually put it up here on the screen. So if you can, just let me know. Yeah, if you want to share something.
Yeah, you just follow me on Facebook. You can. I'm on all streaming platforms. You can find her everywhere because my pronouns are she, her, and hers. Just make sure y'all put it. But she, find her everywhere, all over. I'm all over.
So when did you start taking, entertainment, your music seriously? Probably from the church, and then how did you transition into more, serious music? Music business is tough too. It's real tough,
isn't it? So I used to want to be in groups so much growing up. I wanted to be in groups because I love TLC, like I said, and Destiny's Child, SWV, and In Vogue, and all the awesome groups that came up. I used to always think that I had to have a group because I had to feel like I had somebody, with me. Of course, when Destiny's Child did their solo projects, it inspired me to be willing to do solo things. And the groups at the time didn't work where I expected them to work. So, or any of us honestly expected it to work. So I ended up just doing my own thing, and I released an R&B album in 2008. It was called Talking with a Stranger. And then I released a gospel album in 2012, and it was called One of the Old, Shaped in the New. I enjoyed that. That album actually was probably my best-selling one so far because I was able to do the Stellar Awards, to travel as I was in churches all around the United States. I was on a lot of the gospel stations you could see, and so that was definitely a fun road. But I've been doing it, like I said, for all that for a long time, and finally getting into the level that it's at now. It's taking a lot of work and a lot of patience. I tell everything what God has for you, it's for you. I always thought I wanted to do this earlier, but it's on God's time. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, what do you think of the music world today compared to back in the day when you were coming up? I mean, more now is more. I mean, we don't have that real music no more. You understand what I'm saying? Like, to me, it's like more of I don't know, sex sells. So how do you stay relevant in times, when all it is about sex? Because when you perform, it's not even. It's just a hell of a performance. So how do you, I guess, combat that?
I feel like.
And keep it sexy, you know what I mean? Like, they keep it sexy. They're keeping it trashy. So that's what I mean.
No, I understand what you're saying. The quality of music is different, I'll say. I mean, music evolves all the time. So I try my best to say more that it's just evolving and changing. Whether I feel it's for the better or the worse, it's not really my calling.
Right.
But I do feel that when it comes to, I just have to just be yourself. I'm an artist. I say parts of me. All the songs that you hear are me. Like, Bad is a whole nother side of me that people have never seen. They used to saying, "Oh, live your life. It was a fabulous life," or freedom and glitz and glam and all of that. But when you see the visuals that I have coming and some of the other things that's coming out, and you listen to the song Bad, you'll see that it's a whole, risky, racy side of me. I'm talking from my naughty side, I guess I'll say. So when you listen to the lyrics, it's definitely my parents still, I don't know if they even heard the lyrics all the way, but yeah, it's definitely to that side. But I feel like as long as you keep some class with it, it is what it is. You're all
Right.
you know what I'm saying? We are living in an overly sexualized world, but I feel like the world's always been like that. It's just more out in the open, more funny.
Right.
Really how I know.
Hey, we got a question by Sky Darling. She says, what techniques do you recommend to new artists to use when it comes to cold readings?
Cold reading is acting. A cold reading, just don't let your nerves get the best of you. And I always like that when someone hands me a script and I'm there and I've never read the script, I try to get a quick little rundown in my head of what they. I'm like, set up the scene for me, which the director or whoever is in charge of your cold reading should set it up for you, especially if there's the first time they're handing out the scripts to the cast. Well, cold readings are auditions too. So cold readings, I do like the keyword. Keyword is the big thing you want to do. Get out those big words, those words that stand out the most to you. So that way, those are the ones you're emphasizing on, and that's so we can get the message across. I guess that is in that particular learning. That's what I would say. Keywording is always key.
Okay, Slade, do you have any questions? Do you have any input? You're very quiet today.
Yeah, no, I was just. I thought Chuck had me on mute.
Yeah, nah. I'm sorry. Can I ask the last question? I'm sorry, because she had this up here, and I was on mute when I came on.
So I didn't know. I didn't want to.
Yeah, nah, you want Candy, because I mean, I said Candy.
That's okay.
Because
I love my Candy sometimes.
Right, I'll sit here and talk forever. But Scott Darwin says, have you ever considered directing and producing? That's a good question there.
That is a good question. I'm not opposed to it. I went to school for theater and acting and film, so that's what my degree is in, technically. So if the door opens itself, I do write. I have some, I'm always writing something, so you never know. Maybe down the road. I like that one.
Okay, cool. Go ahead, Susie. I'm sorry.
I just wanted to say you're absolutely gorgeous, beautiful. I wondered. I was sitting here and I was looking at how tall are you?
I'm 5'9", believe it or not.
Yeah. Okay. I said you look tall. And is there anywhere else that you perform outside besides Philadelphia? Do you go all around, or because I really, tell us some more about that. What was like your favorite thing that you performed?
It's hard to pick my favorite thing to perform out because last year I did New York City Gay Pride and I was on the NFL float, so that was an amazing time. Had me on their float and I performed. That was so great for my girl Vicki Edwards, who she works for them. She's amazing. I've done Cincinnati's Pride. I've done so many different prides, and there's like thousands of people, and those are like my favorite because it's like the Pride is so much fun. It's so much love, and everything just themselves, and it doesn't matter who you are. We're not looking at you like, who is this? What are you wearing? Or what are you doing? Right. It's like judgment free. Like really, it really is. And I went down to Florida, did it in St. Petersburg. I've been all over doing prides. Prides are fun. But I have to say, my most recent favorite performance was my live show that I just did. Not to be facetious, but I was able to have my band, my dancers, and have my music and perform. Not do the show the way I wanted to. And it's been so long since I've been able to do a show like of that magnitude, and I was grateful to do that. So. Yeah, but all over. I got to check you out.
Yes, I wish we had that clip that Chuck showed me yesterday. It was wonderful. Just the whole stage presence, very professional, very Hollywood.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're doing big things. Yeah. I want to talk a little bit about you being a trans woman. How does that fit into the music business? Because I'm in California, and I mean everything is pride and rainbow. How's it been for you?
The process has been amazing. Personally, I know before when Chuck called me originally, I identified as a male. I lived life as a male, like a a male, but I wasn't openly gay because I was still coming from the church. So it was a hard situation to deal with. I was really just trying to be somebody that I was not.
That was hard, huh?
Oh my goodness, it was so hard because I had maybe one girlfriend my whole life. And mind you, we went shopping together. That's what we did. Okay, like we're still like this. We're still tight like this. That's my sister. Like we like sisters.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I can go ahead and tell you where my mind was always at. I've been the same way the whole way I've been my whole life. I'll say that.
Yeah.
But it's been awesome. I started off, like I said, I was non-binary too for a while, which non-binary people are people who don't conform to a gender. So when I did that, it was so neat because, you know, I had the bald head and the pretty face and all of that, kept my face beat and all that kind of stuff. So I just was expressing myself the way I wanted to be expressed. And I didn't choose to finally transition until I knew that I knew for me where I was. You know,
How did you finally make that decision? Was it hard? And how, I mean, because you can't go back, you know?
I don't want to go back.
I know.
Look at me. Why would I want to go back? I'm just going to say.
No, I'm just saying, how did you make that decision? No.
So I knew, always knew, but I had to get away from my upbringing. I'll say that. My upbringing is not conducive to who I am. My upbringing was not conducive to who I am, and it still is not conducive to who I am today and who I know I am. But I've learned how to balance that life, and I'm still learning. Every day it's a struggle. Every day you have to, you know, sometimes say, okay, they may not understand you the way you want them to, but it's okay. But you understand them, so you got to be the bigger person. You're the upper echelon. It may come off a little cocky, but I have to be like that. I have to be very stern because a lot of people they have their own minds made up of things, and it's of ignorance. And to combat ignorance, you have to come with confidence. Like a teacher can't teach a child or teach a school and teach math or anything not confident that they know what they're teaching it about. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I just got to the point where I knew what I wanted. I got around a lot of trans people. I wasn't around trans people growing up. So meeting a lot of trans men and trans women encouraged me. And I also learned that everybody's still different. Like for me, I'm going through the full entire transition, all the surgeries. Some won't because they don't want that, you know, but I know for me, I wanted that and always have. So it's not a thing to do. If I could have done it, I would have did it. Where the scissors? I'm just saying. So,
Did you always feel like you were trapped in the wrong body?
Always.
Always.
Always did. That was never a question for me. Never. I always struggled with that. That was my biggest struggle ever in life.
Yeah.
Hey, and I commend you for, you know, actually, you know, like, you know, coming and, you know, being who you feel you are. You understand what I'm saying? Who you know you are versus sitting out there trying to.
I know I am.
Right. No, that's what I mean. I came back at you. I know who you are exactly, because a lot of times, man, you know, people sit around and like they go through that depression, and some people, you know, talk about suicide and stuff of that nature. So I commend you for, you know, being who you are. You understand what I'm saying? Where we got a lot of people that aren't, you know, that they're still struggling, going back and forth. So, you know,
I had a suicide attempt back in 2018. I tried to hang myself. So it was,
wow. Yeah.
Mind you, I had my talk show. The Delequa Delequa show was out. I was touring. I knew music now. I was all over the place. I was happy, but I didn't understand it because I wasn't fully who I wanted to be. You know, and I was really dealing with a lot of that hurt and pain growing up, and the things that and the unacceptance, all of that. I dealt with it all, and it all just hit me at one time. You know, and I was adopted as well, so just slapped me in the face at once and finally hit me. And that was like, I was what, 30? I was what? No, I was like 29 when that happened. So yeah.
Well, I'm glad you didn't succeed with that, and you're still here and you're doing your thing. So
yeah, God had a different, you know, thing for you. It wasn't meant for you to do that. And like Chuck said, I'm happy that you are yourself and you're out here and you're sharing your life and your dreams and letting other people that are transgender know that, hey, you can be anything that you want.
Yeah.
People are so judgmental. You understand? People are so judgmental about how people live their lives. So, you know, I'm really happy that you're successful and you're doing your thing and that you're here. And that, like Chuck said, that didn't happen in 2010 because God had a mission for you.
Yeah. Totally.
How are your parents dealing with your transition?
Keep them in prayer.
Is it unconditional love?
There's love.
Love.
I'm a very honest person. There is love. And the love, I don't think the love changes. It's just the agree to disagree situation. You know, bump heads a lot, you know, and that's just, it comes with the territory, you know, but I would never, ever trade my parents for the world. Never.
You know, as parents, we want our children to be happy, you know, at the end of the day and live a free life. And I'm sure that they'd rather have you the way you are than in the casket. So, you know, there is unconditional love for you. When I first met you, I told Chuck, "Wow, I really love her." You just have you have a very special quality, you know, and it's love, absolutely pure love. But I wanted to ask you about, a lot of trans women are being murdered, and I wanted you to talk about that. You know.
Yeah. There's so many things. I would urge all of my sisters, no matter what you're doing, where you're going, who you're meeting, be safe, be careful, do your research, know who you're dealing with, and know what you're dealing with. Don't get too caught up in the emotions, because emotions will steer you down the wrong path.
Yeah.
You know, because we want. Yeah, just be. I was going to say, just be careful, because these men out here, no offense, but they are mess. And they be attracted to trans women. They're afraid they're attracted. But then these girls get flat because they don't want to show them off and stuff like that. Child, You know, that's why I say don't let your emotions get caught into it, because you'll get, you know, sucked into different situations and you know how to get out of it. And then those unfortunate situations happen. I don't know any trans women personally that have passed, but I do know a lot of people who know a lot of the different girls that have. And some of them I may have seen them passing, actually. My heart is heavy for that, because, of course,
it is.
Exactly why. But, you know, the streets always talk. And I definitely have experienced some things myself. So I'm well aware of a lot of that. And it's just sad. So I just tell my sisters, be careful. You know, be very easy. If a man try to talk to you, especially one that don't know you're transgender, be careful, because I'm dealing with that now. Like, it just happened to me before I came in back in the house. I went to Wawa, and I had to be mindful, like, okay, hold on, you know, he's following me. Hey, how you doing? I want to get to know you. And I'm like, thank you, God bless you. And I'm moving on, because you can already kind of tell with your spirit where it's going to go. So I just because I don't got time for no foolishness and no like misconceptions or anything. So I just try to keep it a little easy, you know, careful.
I want to tell you guys a story. When I first started modeling, and you know, you take your little pictures, you're looking cute, and somebody throwing shade at me. It's like, are you a transsexual? And I go, what? And you know, I was telling another friend of mine. She said, "Girl, that's the biggest compliment." Because they are impeccable. The hair, the makeup, the nails, and it's like, yeah, you're right. You know, if you want me to be a trans, I'll be your trans. You know, so I took it back. You know, I took it back. So that's the biggest compliment, because I am tall and I am big. You know, I got big hands, big feet. You know, so people try to throw shade.
Yes.
Huh?
You're beautiful.
Oh, thank you. They try to throw shade at you, you know, and she said that's the biggest compliment you can have.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, a lot of people do that because they're insecure about themselves. So
yes,
they try to make themselves feel good. You know what I'm saying? That's corny. So again, you know, hey, shouts out, you know, like I said to you ladies on here, and let me go over here because we got a lot of people loving you out there, Delequa. We'll go back to Sky Darling. She says, excellent recommendations. She was talking about when you were talking about, you know, helping youth out, young people out coming on. And she threw a whole bunch of hearts. Hopefully wait a minute, did they come up? No, they didn't come up. Okay. She says, you are fab, darling. She throwing that out.
You are.
Kendra Moore says, there's a lot going on. These things come up. They're coming up really slow for some reason.
Wow.
Wait a minute, let me go back to Kendra Moore because that was supposed to come up first. I absolutely love your confidence, transparency, and encouraging positive. You are an inspiration. So she throws that out there for you. That's Kendra Moore.
Hi, Kendra.
Essential Oils coach. And Karen comes back, says, thank you for being you and confident. I am blessed. My beloved son knew who he was, as well as teaching all of us the importance of self-worth, no matter what during his short lifetime. So, all right, shout out to you, Karen, and your son.
Hey, Jamila.
And Jamila says 100. She gives you the heart and the praying hands.
Hello.
And Karen Brown comes back in and says, I love and thank you for being in the present and doing it all. Someone is watching, learning, and getting so much understanding, strength, and peace from you.
Beautiful.
So thank you for that. We have Nasir Dixon. Hey, fam. What's up, fam?
Hey.
How you doing, brother? And we'll get back at him in a minute because I got to talk to him. And Karen Brown says, Jamila, you're gorgeous.
Thank you.
You got her on here blushing. You know what I'm saying?
She was gorgeous.
And Sky Darwin says, one of my nieces was discussing using, what's that, pronounces with
Pronouns.
Pronounces. Just say it right. Did I say it right? Pronounces. You mean that? Okay. Pronounces with individuals. How do you feel about that?
I think she means like she, her, he. We were talking about that the other night.
Pronounces, yeah. She be coming with some terms.
Pronouns. I think she mean pronouns.
Yeah, she might be, because she comes with some terms, man. I'm like, whoa, okay. But it's cool.
We need to put Sky in here in one of these
yeah,
blocks.
we got to, because she's always on here. So, hey, so they love you out there, Delequa, and like I said, they definitely appreciate you coming on, and they having loving your story. Put it like that.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me. And I guess that's what it's all about: inspiring and encouraging others. That's why I do what I do.
Yeah, exactly. And like I said, like Jamila said, your spirit and everything, your soul was very, 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 very inviting. So again, when I had you on, I said, I gotta get Delequa again, because that was definitely an excellent interview before. And I said, let me get her again. And Sky says, sorry for the grammar. Don't worry, don't correct yourself, Sky. You good. And don't even worry about that. She says, no, I don't know what that is for, but again, it's all good. It's all good. We all make mistakes. Look at me. I'm over here stumbling, bumbling sometimes. We all human. So
Exactly.
back to you, Jamila.
What motivates you to just be so transparent? And I'm sitting here thinking, and I'm looking at you, and I never had an opportunity to really sit down and have a conversation with a transgender. So I really appreciate your openness. And what we try to do is change lives. Every week we come on here trying to change lives. Hopefully we change lives. And I think with you and you telling your story will change your life. What motivates you to be so open?
The change in the lives. Because I know growing up, not having as much visibility that we have now, it made it rough for me. It made it really hard. And to see that parents are loving their children through it, I applaud them. Everybody has their different beliefs about children in their minds, but we all only have our own minds. Sometimes we don't know why children do what they do, but most of the time they feel what they feel for a reason. I would have loved to transition at a young age. I would have loved to do that early. What? I could have done that as a child. I would have been so here for it. So here for it. But it takes education, it takes learning, all of that. You know what I mean? I'm thankful for my genes, because my genes still work, but well, I'm cool with that. But it's just I love encouraging people, and I love me. I just fell in love with myself. I'm really in love with myself. Not in a facetious, not overly way, but not in a overly confident way, I guess you can say. I'm in love with myself.
Yeah. Can I ask you not a personal question, but a question? When I have my kids are like 20 and 21, but when they were teenagers, it seemed like there was like an influx of sexuality in terms of songs, girls kissing girls, girl crush, things like that. How do you feel about like fluid? They call it fluid. So, you know, I have women hitting on me, and it don't feel right. But a lot of, and they're married. They have husbands, but they still try to, you know, say little things like that. How do you feel about that? Either you are what you are, or do you feel like you can go back and forth, or what do you think about that?
Well, for me in my house, I'm a black man. That's all I know. That's what I like. That's what I want. That's what I'm attracted to. Always have been. Never changing that.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody is again different. We live in a sexualized world. Like, look at animals. Who they messing with when you see them out there doing what they're doing? Is that their wife or their husband? We don't know. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, animals, but their life isn't as important as ours either. You know, that's why I just don't understand. We're all God's creation. So sex is a part of life. Period. That's one thing we have to get in our minds. It's one part of our life, and all of us will enjoy it. Okay. Now, who you enjoy it with that's a personal thing. What you enjoy doing, that's all personal. So I feel like if a woman, now I do know people who are polyamorous and they'll have one man, they'll have multiple people that they're with. That's their thing, not my thing. I'm not into that.
Right.
I've had couples approach me and ask me different things before. You know what I'm saying? So I've heard it all. But again, it's to each his own. That saying, I really agree with. To each his own. Because if it's not something for you, just tell them, "Oh, I'm flattered, but not my thing." You know, because I've had women hit on me and tell me, "You're so beautiful," and never. That's not me. You know, never. So yeah, you know that game, never have I ever. Yeah. So I just tell people, do what's best for you.
Yeah. What about down low men? How do you feel about that? I'm just, you know why I'm asking? Because
I know why. I'll say this.
Because it's okay. So if you're married to a man and you're hitting on me, it's like either you're like you know what you like, and maybe you like women, you like men. That's who you are, but that's not who I am. Okay, I get that. But if you're a man or a woman and you're on the down low, you're affecting families, you're affecting children, you're affecting health, health issues. And I don't know what you think.
Well, first off, you got to get to the root of that. The root of that is that it wasn't accepted. That's the root of it. Now, if it was accepted, we wouldn't be having this conversation. So it's especially in the Black community. Now, it makes it hard for Black men to be like a man. And I'll say this, to me, when men in general are attracted to trans women, especially a feminine one, to me, that's them being to femininity. That's what that is. Femininity. It's the femininity, the energy that's drawing them to a trans woman. That's it. And then the other parts of some of them may do that. Some of them may do it. Different thoughts and images may go through someone's mind depending on what they're open to and what they're not open to. You understand what I'm saying? So that's how the mind works. But I don't like it. I personally not a big fan of down low men. I've done it. Been there, done that. I'm not gonna act like I haven't. But not recently. I don't really do the whole down low. But it's not like I'm gonna be posting my boyfriend all over social media. I never do that. Never will until I know that that's my man. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Because it has nothing to do with me being trans, wanting to be down low. It's the fact that I'm a public figure, and everybody like. It's just when you're a public figure and people are watching, you don't want everybody in your business. You know, I want him and I to have our relationship. What do we got going? Let's get to know each other. And then know about it. So down low for me depends on how you're looking at it. Like I said, privacy doesn't necessarily mean down low. Now, down low means I got a wife and something over there, and I don't want to I'm creeping around on the side. Now, down low doesn't necessarily mean you're messing with another man. Down low can mean you're messing with another woman. Down low because you're doing anything down low, but we automatically think it's gay. Down low for years when they're cheating on their wives. So whether it's or not, that's down low. So we got to really correct those narratives and what they really like. You know?
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Hey, we got some comments over here too, so I want to get right to them. I just want to make sure I get the right one up first before I skip over everybody. What's going on, Amber? She says, hello, everyone. How you doing, sweetie?
Amber.
Thanks for tuning in. You and your hubby. Your hubby's on as well. We appreciate you. Definitely. And we have Karen again. She comes on and says, Delequa, are you mentoring any youth, young adults, or have you thought of starting support groups, internship programs, etc.?
Yeah, it's a good question.
That's a great question. I would love to do those things. I've worked with a lot of different people, especially in the city of Philadelphia. I have a lot of friends and people who work in trans visibility groups and all those types of things. But I would love to start my own. I would. There's a couple of things that I want to start. I have a foundation in mind that I would love to start, but it hasn't gotten off the ground yet. But I would love to get it off the ground. And so I do have some things I want to work on as well, personally. But that's a great question. And I'm still willing to work with anybody who has it, has those. I would love to, be a part of it.
Yes. And we got Sandra. She says, you love people where they are. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we got Karen. She comes back again, says, Jamila, some people are just cheaters no matter what, while seeking alternatives because they don't truly know or love themselves because of what they may be lacking in life.
Yeah. That's good. Thank you, Karen.
Mm-hmm. And Sandra comes back. What's up, Sandra? How you doing?
Hi,
Sandra.
Sandra.
Hello, everyone. So she did comment up top. She commented down there. So, hey, we appreciate everybody for tuning in. Thanks for the comments. We definitely appreciate it. And thanks for tuning in to Feel Good Talk, Mind, Body, Soul, and Business. And this is Jamila J's Girl Talk.
Yeah. We're really talking some girl talk today because I'm asking all the questions.
Yeah.
I'm just asking all the questions I ever wanted to know. Susie, what you thinking? I see your mind working. What you thinking, Susie?
Oh, she must be on mute.
Hear me?
There we go.
I didn't even know. When I got on, I thought you were a woman. I didn't even know.
She is a woman.
Until we started talking about it, I didn't even know.
Trans woman, but
Yeah.
Yeah, Yeah, I didn't even notice. But yeah, like you were saying, like I think like as far as like the men on the down low, like Jamila was saying, and you were saying that, yeah, those are the ones that just want to be in the closet and do it on the side and don't want to be out there because, like you said, they have families at home or a wife or
And women on the down low too, like you said. Women on the down low too. Like, yeah.
Hey,
so, me myself, I love men. I always loved men and women. To me, like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is.
What did you say, Delequa? I couldn't hear you.
No, I tons of women down low. I personally know them, so
yeah.
So I wanted to maybe if you could sing us something. I've asked all the questions I had. I made a list of questions.
Hey, well, I got something else.
We can get back to the music now.
I got something else for you, though, before you even get started, because we got some questions. So we might as well answer that before we get into that. And
okay. I want to hear her sing.
Oh, I do too. But Karen says, when you start your groups, etc., can you link up with the local domestic and sexual assault programs also? They need advocates from all areas, and you are awesome. So
that would be beautiful.
And Izzy, she says, thank you for sharing your story. Yes, indeed.
Yes.
Now we can get to the singing part.
Yes.
I just wanted to get those out the way real quick. You know what I mean? So, but again, thanks for all the comments. But we definitely appreciate everybody for tuning in. Thank you. So, all right. Yep.
She was serious about this singing thing, wasn't she?
Hey, before we get to the singing, hold on. Before we get to the singing, because we didn't pay the bills yet, so we got to go over and play our commercial. When we come back from the commercial, it's only 30 seconds. That way we get Delequa to get herself together and ready, and then we'll be right back in 30 seconds. But here is the A Game. Check it out.
This is A Game, an all-natural herbal dietary supplement formulated exclusively for men. Our proprietary blend was designed with one goal in mind: to improve your overall health, rejuvenating your vitality, energy, strength, and libido. Want to be at your peak performance in everything you do? Then bring your A game. Fast-acting, long-lasting, with no side effects.
Again, the A game for men only. For men only. We do got a woman's edition coming out eventually. So, but right now it's for men only, and it's great for strength, libido, energy. And again, this is a great time to use this, especially with the COVID going on. It actually strengthens your immune system. It has 19 natural herbs. So again, check out the A game. Is good for everything, all your vital organs and so on and so forth. And if you need them, give me a call, 302-723-2836. Again, 302-723-2836. Check out the A game. I don't have any more free samples. They're gone, but I do have different packages and stuff like that for you. So give me a call. All right. Back to you, Jamila J. Slightly stop.
Hey, I wanted to ask one more question before you give us a little bit of your talent. What does Delequa mean? I love saying that, Delequa.
Yeah, Delequa.
Well, there's a story behind it. It's funny because a lot of people watch the show Bridgerton now, and apparently it's come up in that Madame Delequa found her shop. But Delequa was definitely an old French name. It's an old French name.
I Googled it.
Yeah, it's a old French name. But when you look it up, my spelling, the name that I have, it comes up for love, peace, happiness, anything love. That's what Delequa is for me. I spelled it that way, and you pronounce it that way. So it's all love. My friend, a friend of mine helped me with the name. I will never forget. He was like, "You're too fabulous for your regular name," So I was like, "Well, what you gonna call me?" He started calling me, and then I said, "Well, how do you spell it?" He said, "I don't know. It's some crazy name." I said, "Well, I'm gonna spell it my way. I'm gonna say it the way I say it." And then, boom, there was me.
Wow, beautiful. Yeah.
Thank you.
So what are you going to sing for us? Just a little snippet. You know what? I love Toni Braxton. You kind of look like her too. Maybe.
It's funny you say that. Side note, when I first started singing, that growing up, Toni Braxton's first album was the first album I ever owned and sang from start to finish. It was her cassette tape. I would put it in, and I sang it from Another Sad Love Song all the way to the end of the Breathing In Eyes. Okay, that's my favorite album of all time. Okay, so I used to sing that album all the time. But if I'm a singer, it ain't gonna be that.
Okay.
But I love it.
I tried.
Because I told I was like, I ain't trying to sing, but I'll do it because I love you.
Yeah, come on. Yeah. See, I feel the love. I feel the love, really, I do.
Oh, I love you back. I do a little something because I ain't all that good. I'll do a little something, okay?
Oh.
Looking back on where I started from, I never thought that I would go that far. You may be down, you don't know where to go, but there is something that you ought to know. Even though you're weak within, you still got a chance to make it. It's a grace factor. Don't you dare give up. Even though you're weak within, you still got a chance to make it. It's a grace factor. It's on iTunes, Amazon, everywhere you want to go download it, okay?
Yay!
Let me give myself a review. Yay!
Thank you.
Wow.
That was great. That was great. Hey, listen. Also, go ahead, Jamila. I'm sorry. You was ready to say something. I'm sorry.
No, I could talk all day, Chuck. What's your happy place when you are the place, the one thing that makes you just make you happy? Is that on stage, huh?
Yeah. On stage. When I get to live my Beyonce fantasy, I promise you, like being on stage and performing and the energy of the band and the people and that brings me so much joy. So much joy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. You know what? And I could tell, like I said, I saw you perform, like I said, it's in the video anyway. And I guess you're another person when you're on stage, definitely. So
it's true. It is.
It's a good thing. Good thing. Yeah.
Before I go on stage, I feel like I do get a little hot, like no lie. I'm not saying that just because people will say you said that because Beyonce said. No, I'm serious. Like I do. It's something that's come over me that is just a whole nother like situation, and I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Cool. Did you feel like that when you sung in church? Did you feel that freedom, I guess, or was it something a little different?
There was freedom because there's always freedom in God. There's freedom in God. God is free. God is
Yeah.
God is free. So every state that I've ever been in life, I've been happy in. Let me say that. I've been content and I've been honest with whatever state I was in. I'll say that. But my most happiness is now. I will do it. My bishop pushes me a lot to do a gospel album. He keeps saying, you could do it at the church, and our church is huge. But I could do a whole big live concert, but it ain't, once COVID's over, that may happen. But I would do a gospel album again. I actually have been in talks about re-releasing the gospel album that I had, but I wanted to add some things, flavor to it if I do it, you know? So, yeah, but it's performing, and then when I'm home, I'll be honest, I could put a Beyonce song on, or put some Beyonce on, and I'd be upset. My frown just goes all the way up because I get so happy when I watch her. Y'all just don't know. Call it worship, call it whatever you want to call it. I love it. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Cool.
Hey, we got some more comments out there too. Let me go ahead and get these up. Let's see what we got here. Shayna Gordine, what's up? You haven't checked out Gordine on excuse me, Tuesdays and Thursdays. She has Words from the Heart. Check her out. She always got some great advice for you. That comes on at 9:00 on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Sky Darling says, love this show, Jamila J. Choice, Charles Blakely, Susie, because it makes everyone tuning in and feel good because we now have a choice. She has some great cliches. Thank you, Sky. We appreciate you. Definitely appreciate you.
Yes, Tony Braxton.
There you go. She's sending some music and some heart notes out and some hearts out there. That was Karen. Scott Dolan says nice. And Karen Brown says wonderful show as usual. Karen, thank you for tuning in. We definitely appreciate you. Hey, I just want to let everybody know before we get out of here, you could catch Feel Good Talk on LinkedIn at Feel Good Talk, Facebook at Feel Good Talk, YouTube at FGT Mind, Body, Soul, and Business, and Instagram at Feel.GoodTalk. So definitely check us out. Also, this month, coming soon, streaming to Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, and Apple TV. That's coming this month by way of Choice TV. So definitely check it out. If you have something you'd like to share, please get at us. You'll be in tune with 80 million viewers worldwide, and that's just with the Roku. And we're not even talking about the Amazon Fire Stick and the Apple TV. So definitely check. If you have something that you'd like to share, get with us and let us know. And, like I said, in order to be great, you have to stay uncomfortable. And 80 million viewers, that's definitely uncomfortable. So, get used to being uncomfortable and, become great. So, again, that's what I had to put out there. And I just want to say, that celebration we had Friday. Was it still Saturday? Was it Friday?
Saturday, January 1.
No, it was Friday. The day we had Friday.
January.
Friday. We did January 1st because we couldn't do it on New Year's Eve because the West Coast and East Coast would have clashed as far as New Year's were concerned. So, again, I had an awesome time, great time with Feel Good Talk family and people in general. They were coming in, they chimed. We had a great time. It was a good time. It was a really good time.
That's so much fun.
Just want to give a shout out to Feel Good Talk family and Choice TV and Jamila J. Choice and everybody that tuned in. Thank you. They cut us off on Facebook, but
the party didn't stop.
But we still kept going on YouTube. Yeah. We were on there for 2 hours and 42 minutes. So it was a good time. Had a good outing. So again, but that's all I had.
So what's next for Delequa?
There you go.
Okay. So first, you can make sure you go stream all of my music on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. Just you can always go to my website, Delequa.com, www.delequa.com. Always have something going on. There's a lot of things coming up, so make sure you follow me on all the social media at I am Delequa, by the way. I'm on Instagram, all that. So what's coming up? I'm always working. I'm ready for COVID to be over. Like that's really my main thing. Getting rid of Miss Rona. and getting
Yes.
Dr. Right and all of that, because she has irritated us and disrupted our lives.
Yes.
We need to get over with her, but I'm excited for what's to come. I don't like to speak on too many things at once because you just want to let things happen and have them manifest when it's time.
I want you on Choice TV.
Listen, we gotta see what we got going on. You never know.
You got to put us in your schedule. You got to do something for us, a video. When I come to Philly, we got to get it going. What they say, we got to get it lit.
Lit. That's what the new kids say now. Lit. What's lit? Yeah, I heard them say. I'm like, what is lit?
We got lit something.
It's lit. Oh, okay. I never. Okay, that's what y'all do. That's what y'all do. I guess.
So we gonna get it lit. But I really want to get you on Choice TV seriously. So when you have some time, some downtime, I want us to do some things together, and maybe we can do it in celebration. We did a celebration of bringing in 2021. If there's no, I've always been near San Francisco, so we always did Pride in San Francisco. So if there's not a gay Pride going on, we can do Pride on Choice TV.
Yeah.
So bring our people together, and I just love your message. I love your message of hope and inclusivity.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, how hard? I don't know. I'm a very fearful person because I had a lot of things to happen to me. But I was just thinking when I was putting on my makeup and trying to get my hair right. So as a Black person, that's one level, right? As a woman, that's one level. But as a Black woman, trans, that's like, okay, the black person, our years of slavery and all the systemic racism, as a woman being raped and beaten, and then that next, layer being a trans. How do you live your life free?
Because I don't look at everybody. I don't categorize them. We're all human. I don't categorize you, or you. We don't categorize each other. Yes, the world does it, but I don't. So yes, I'm a trans woman. Proud of it. Will always be that, but I'm most of all a human being. We're all human. I always tell people, if I cut you, you're gonna bleed red like me. That's the reality of it. Yeah. So yeah, we're all human. That's how you have to renew your mind. That's every day. Your mind grow and think greater than the next day.
Yep, I agree with you, Delequa. I mean, me personally, it's really stupid. I never, as far as race, worrying about Black, white, to me is dumb. It's like we all human beings at the same, and we all, like you said, we bleed the same, we breathe the same air, drink the same, whatever. We need the same stuff to survive as a human being. And granted, yeah, we've had times where, but we've made it a problem a problem that's really not a problem. Not us per se, but people have made problems and separations for us because of what their agendas are or whatever. So again, we can get deep as far as that's concerned, as far as the racism, sexism, whatever you want to call it, all of the isms. And, it's all one mission. That's to divide and to conquer. So again, they're dividing this human race and the top. Well, I'm not even going to get into it. But anyway, that's another show. But I can get deep with it. But again, thanks for being you and, continue. I love all walks of life, period. No matter what. I respect you as far as a human being at first. I respect you because of what what's inside of you first before I look at the outside and be like, oh, well, this is, of course you look at the outside first, but you still have to get to know the individual and see who they are before you pass judgment or pass, just all kinds of prejudices. You know what I'm saying? That's the dumb thing about a lot of people. They're so stupid in that aspect where I can't hate you because of a certain color of your skin, because of this, because of your religion, because it's dumb. So again, a shout out, to everybody keeping it real out there and doing the right thing. Hey, we do got some more comments though. I definitely gotta get these up because they are commenting left and right. I don't want them to feel left out. Sky Darling comes back. Choice TV, 80 million viewers. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do that. And thanks again, Sandra. She says the celebration was fire. We had a good time. We had a really good time. Thanks for tuning in. We had a great time. We brought back that old music, and we went from 70s, 80s, 90s, and then we took it all the way out from there. Karen comes back and says, on your pages, and Mama, you are beautiful with a bald head. Keep doing your thing. So they're on your page right now, Delequa.
Oh, no, I gotta check her out.
You know what I'm saying? And Sky comes back with hashtag Feel Good Talk, hashtag Girl Talk, hashtag Choice TV 24/7 for all the real industry insights. All right. Again, Sky is the truth. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Karen comes back with keep being a blessing as blessings flow upon you always. So thank you again, Karen. And Sky comes back again. Have you been to Boston's Pride?
No, but have them book me. DelequaBookings@gmail.com.
Hey, there you go, Sky.
My management will make sure it happens.
Yeah, she's in Boston. So I think, ain't Sky in Boston? Yeah, she is in Boston.
Yes. Yeah, she's in Boston.
And she says thank you. So again, there you go. Hey, listen, they loved you out there. They look we love you here on Feel Good Talk, and Jamila J's Girl Talk. So again, thanks for coming on. Thanks for being so transparent, and thanks for speaking on some stuff that, like I said, some people were feeling comfortable doing. So we definitely appreciate you for doing that.
Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure and a blessing and honor. Thank you so much.
Hey, man, we're honored to have you. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Thank you for radiating love and self-love.
Yeah.
And love to teenagers and people that don't have a voice. And thank you for being patient and kind.
I'm definitely not perfect. Lord knows I'm not perfect, but
no, we're not.
Just one day at a time. We just try my best to walk in love,
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Yep. That's all we can do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hopefully, love will overtake all this negativity. We'll see what happens.
Love is the only answer. Love.
Yeah, it is. It is definitely. It is. It is. You're right.
And we're wondering why Corona came. The negative energy that came was because there's so much negative in the world. So that's the only thing that's going to change the world.
Yes,
I feel deeper than that, the world.
And let us know how we can help you if you do create a foundation to help, teenagers or, people that are going through transition or just trying to find themselves in this crazy world. We'll be here to help you promote it and just help you spread your love.
Beautiful. Thank you. Yes, I definitely will. I would definitely keep you updated.
Thank you. Susie, you have any last words?
No, I wanted to know what your name on Facebook was again.
Oh, just look up Delequa, the way it's spelled right there. DELEQUA.
Okay. I'm going to send you a friend request because I love what you do. Like, most people don't do this. They don't come out and speak the truth, because people, like you said, people are judgmental. So thanks being on Jamila's J Girl Talk and, Chuck.
Chuck.
Yeah, I was gone for a minute, but I'm back. So, and I hope to meet you one day.
Yes, hopefully. Where are you located?
I'm right here in Chester, Pennsylvania, right outside of Philadelphia.
Oh, you're right around the corner.
Okay.
Right around the corner.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, I just like to say I had an awesome time. Again, I already said what I had to say, but always a great time here on Jamila J's Girl Talk. I always have a great time. So again, thanks for having me, Jamila, and
thank you.
all of the fabulous models and Lay. You know what I'm saying? They get no better than
Yes.
this. You know what I'm saying? Yes,
Thank
indeed.
you, Chuck. We have enlightened, we have educated, and we have entertained with Delequa. And Chuck, feel good talk, mind, body, soul, and business.
There you go. You got it.
Got
Finally.
it.
Give her a
Yeah.
hand. Yay.
Yeah.
It's 2021. I finally got it.
How long has it been? About 7 months?
I know. I always forget the business, but you know what? You have a choice. I got that.
There you go.
Always have a choice. We're here to love, spread love, and thank you guys for your comments and your positive feedback. You guys are always feeding into the show, and thank you, Delequa. And we're gonna be stalking you. We're gonna be stalking you. So
Really? Oh my goodness. I don't mind it though. I'm used to it.
I'm gonna be stalking you. It's like, who was this? Instagram, Facebook, Spotify. So God bless you and continued success and many blessings in 2021.
All right, make sure y'all tune in to Jamila J's Girl Talk right here on Feel Good Talk, Mind, Body, and Soul next week, same time, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So, again, is that it, Jamila, or we got more? Hey.